I was telling you guys off that I was gonna send a message to. So I don't know if you guys were hearing me the first time actually, but I'm gonna repeat this again. I'm gonna say welcome back to the live stream. So today is day 6 of us trying to hit 100k with a 1% content team, right? So, but this morning I have some client work I really want to do. I just woke up like an hour ago, and I wanted to do this before I get started with my day proper, right? So I'm just gonna log in so I can see so I can see the chat right here on OBS. And as you know, as usual, I'm gonna go check myself on YouTube just because probably nobody's watching this. I gotta check it out myself and be sure that I'm live so I don't keep talking to myself. All right, so just gonna set that up real quick. I'm gonna go check. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're good. I'm gonna mute it. We're good on the YouTube front, and I'm gonna trying to verify my stuff. Okay. Yeah. Um. Okay, it's not coming up. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use the pass key, and it's not coming up. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to use password. Okay. Copy that real quick. So I got some exciting stuff to share this morning, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. And you really want to see it. So it's 7:46 a.m. and we are about to start. Perfect. All right, I'm good. And I'm gonna close this. Gonna close. I'm gonna close that. And let's see. Yeah. Okay. So let's go. So today, real quick, I'm gonna be showing you guys some exciting stuff. So I might be posting this video on YouTube, so you really want to pay attention to this. I'm gonna just take this up. Yeah, I believe that works. Yeah, I believe that works better, right? You hear me better now. So, what am I trying to do today? I don't have my glasses, so I might have some issues viewing all of this stuff. Yeah, I don't have my glasses around, so but I still gotta cook. All right. So yeah, let's go. What is the problem I want to like tackle this morning is why you are not winning with content organically, right? why you are not winning with content organically. Um, this is complex. This is complex. The reason why I said it's complex is a lot of people face this problem, but they don't even know why. They don't even know why. Some of them know why. In fact, everybody knows why, but they don't want to confront the beasts and solve the problem, right? So that is why I said it's complex. Just because we humans, most of the time, do not want to face our fears and overcome it. Now, I'm gonna give you guys maybe 3 to 4 reasons. Now is one reason one is you are not, or no, I'm just gonna let me delete that. I'm gonna just have it be a normal box, right? So you are not shooting, right? This is the number one thing. Because if you're not shooting content, then there's no way you would expect it to work, of course, just because you are not shooting. And if you don't shoot, nobody's gonna see shit and nothing is gonna work. So you are not shooting. Now, disclaimer, this is for most of, like, this is going to be useful to you if you're a beginner, but it will be more useful to you if you have up to like 20k followers and above, which means you've put in the work to some extent, and now you are kind of like doing the thing but you're not seeing results, right? So but yeah, if you're a beginner, you can also stick through. You will learn a thing or two, I promise. And if you have up to 10k 20k followers but you've not yet been able to get the best out of them, then you really want to listen to this. So that's one. The second thing is you are today you're not shooting, or the second thing is you do not have a content manager, right? So who is a content manager? A content manager is a person that will take off the heavy lifting or the moving parts of content and help you be free, right? Help you do the things you do best, which is serve your clients and come yap on camera. That is the only thing you would be doing when you have a content manager, right? But if you don't have a content manager, it can lead to this. You can be doing this, right? I'm just gonna trying to use maybe few colors. Let me see. I'm gonna use some. Yeah, okay. This is it. Now you might have this. If you don't have this, you can't even make sense of having this, right? Just because having this would be waste of money if you're not doing this. But if you are now doing this, right? Let's say you're doing this. I'm gonna put it as green. You're doing this, and you don't have this. It's going to be overwhelming for you, just because you have to come up with the ideas, you have to do every single thing that this person is supposed to do for you, right? And then the third thing is the third thing is the third thing I would say is that can make you not win organically is focusing on the wrong topics that best suits the offer, right? Um, your offer, right? So if you have these two, if you do these two things, Okay? You do these two things and you don't do this, right? And you don't do this, you end up dying. You will still not convert just because you miss out on the topics that would actually help you get clients. Now, you might get a lot of views, you might get a lot of people coming in as leads, but you would never close a deal just because the reason why they came in is not what you're actually doing. It does not solve the pain, right? Now, I'm going to break down all of this so you guys can understand it fully, right? So, so I'm gonna put all of this back to this. Now, when you're not shooting, why are you not shooting? Why? Right? If you're not shooting content, why is that? The why is either you do not have the time, or if you remember, I said earlier that this would best suit people that have already done some level of content before, but started failing or are no longer seeing results just because something went wrong, right? So that's what I'm kind of like trying to take you guys back to first principles and how to solve this. You see that you don't have time, that's one, or you no longer enjoy shooting content. Now, if you don't have time, it's fair. You can solve it by having a content manager. If you no longer enjoy shooting content, then you can solve it by looking for ways to start enjoying the craft. So this is step 2. I'm gonna have that be a different color. Let me say blue, right? This is the why. The why, right? I'm gonna just make that big, 24. I'm gonna say the why, okay? It's these two things. When you're not shooting content, it's either you don't have the time or you no longer enjoy shooting the content. Every other reason you might want to give is just an excuse, right? Every other reason you want to give is just an excuse. So this is the why. Now, you have a content manager, but you still do not see results, right? You still do not see results. Meanwhile, you have a content manager. It's either the content manager do not understand you fully or what you sell, or or you don't listen to them, right? So it's either they don't understand you fully, or you don't listen to them. So if they understand you fully and then they come up with a plan, they come up with structure, they come up with strategies, they come up with ideas that you should make because they understand you. They understand you, right? And then you don't listen to them. It's also going to make you not get results. Just because they are the ones in the war front fighting all the battles, and they are the ones that know what would work and what would not work. Now, there is no guarantees in content, right? There are no guarantees. There's nobody that is going to tell you, okay, this will work 100%. No, it can only work 100% when you want to maybe do a collab with someone who is very known in the space. But if you are like 10K followers, 20K followers, it means you are not so known, but at least you're a bit out there. You've done a little bit of work to get to that point. But yeah, sorry, I'm gonna just scratch my eyes. So, but if you are collabing with somebody that has way more followers than you, it's going to work. It's definitely going to work. And then if you're talking about a topic that is very trendy, probably it was trendy and then it's in your niche and then you want to talk about it, you can have some level of certainty that it is going to work. But there's still no guarantees, right? Now, and then you don't listen to them. You just go ahead to shoot what you want to shoot, and they can't do anything than to work with what they have, right? You're not gonna get results easy. Now, when you're focusing on the wrong topic, it still boils down to one of these two things: chasing trends, trends that do not align, with your offer. Now, I say a lot of creators do this just because they want to go viral and then they chase trends and then a video end up getting 200k views, 100k views, but no single client got in from the video. You can always chase trends, but if the trend does not align with your offer, you don't need to chase it, right? Now, is there a second thing for this one? I think there's a second thing. Resist your offer. So, focusing on the wrong topic can also be like you are selling something that probably you are not so convinced about. You are not so convinced about this offer that you're trying to push, but then you're pushing it anyway, right? So there's a lack of conviction. So now, or let me say, lack of conviction in your videos. Now, if someone is focusing on the wrong topics that best suits their offer, it's either they are chasing trends that do not align with you are chasing trends that do not align with your offer, or you lack conviction in your videos, which means you make these videos, but you even when someone is watching you, they can smell it. right? They can smell it that you 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 are not really convinced that this is going to work, are you? Right? And they are asking themselves that question, that they are not really convinced that you actually can help them, right? You're not positioning yourself as someone that can actually help them. So it's also gonna make you not get clients. Now I'm gonna tell you guys about the solution of all of this. First, these are the whys why your content will never convert. So if all of these three things are not in sync, you can't, right? You just cannot survive. All right. So let's solve this. How can you solve this? How can you solve the problem of not having time? Simple, create time, right? Because content is the most, in fact, it should be your top priority as a founder or as a business owner to always shoot content. Your top priority. It shouldn't be, it shouldn't come second. It should come as the first. If anything should make you not shoot content, that thing is a distraction, right? Just because without shooting content, nobody's going to know about what you're doing and you are not going to get clients. So if you are stuck trying to fulfill for clients and it's taking your time from shooting content, it means there's a disconnect somewhere because you are not supposed to be helping fulfill for clients. You are not supposed to be involved in it. You can be involved in some weekly calls, 100%, I agree with that, but you cannot be involved being in the trenches, answering clients' messages in the chat. There should be people handling that and doing it well. So, I don't know why you probably don't have time as a founder to shoot content, but whatever it is, you got to get rid of it, right? You have to get rid of it. All right. So, I'm going to put it that way. Perfect. Right. Perfect. So, you create time. Either you create time by doing what? What do you do to create time? You delegate, right? You delegate every task that does not client fulfillment, all the noise basically, like delegates all the noise, right? Okay, I'm gonna add that in a sticker. I think it's better. All the noise. Delegate all the noise. Okay. No, don't want that. So this is it. Client fulfillment. Moment. Parties. Yeah, because sometimes it might be what is taking your time, right? So you can also delegate the parties to your shorties. but yeah, you get what I mean. So delegate. Okay, I'm gonna say instead of delegate, I'm gonna say delegate slash remove. Right? Delegate slash remove. So it's gonna be Um, it's gonna be delegate slash remove. So remove the power is basically remove all the noise. etc. Remove all the noise. You know what is taking your time, right? And then you know how to solve it. I want to believe you know how to solve it, right? So delegate slash remove all the noise. And you would have time, right? Now, sometimes you don't really necessarily need anything to delegate or remove, right? Another way to create time is just set a specific time in the week that your only goal is to shoot, let's say 4 hours worth of content. Now, sometimes you might not necessarily need anything to delegate or remove just because you are not actually in the trenches. These are like for the people that are not in the trenches. And then you feel like, oh, I don't have the time, I don't have the time. No, you do. You've not just set a time apart to actually do this. You've not yet seen it as the core thing you should be focusing on, right? So 4 hours worth of content. If you can do this, if you can shoot 4 hours worth of content every single week, you are good to go. You will definitely start getting clients. That is, if your only problem is time. I wanna push or wanna talk about. Now, if you've been putting out content for a while, you would know that when it comes to topic, it's so important, right? Now, I'm talking about this topic, but somebody else might not be really comfortable talking about this, if you get what I mean, right? So sometimes we humans, we have our preferences, and we don't want to talk about this because we all talk, so long as you're not dumb, you talk, but there are some things you don't want to talk about. There are some things you want to talk about. There are some things you want people to know you for. There are some things you don't want people to know you for, right? So most of the time, it's identity issues. So I'm gonna do this green because those are the solutions. And I'm gonna put this. I don't know what I'm gonna put that, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it. So basically, right, you don't want to talk about this topic. That is why sometimes you don't enjoy shooting content. It's because there's always something you enjoy doing, right? Like I will tell you guys, let me show you guys. Just confirm the live stream. Perfect. Works. I'm gonna show you guys this. Let me show you guys this. Look at Daniel Dillon, right? So I think I follow him. Yeah. Look at this guy. All his content styles are usually vlog styles, right? So you can tell that this person enjoys shooting this type of content, right? This person enjoys it. Now let's look at Alex Hormozi on the other hand, right? You can tell that this guy likes to sit, look at the camera, and yap. He likes to teach people in person. That is what Alex Hormozi likes doing. And since the moment he started bringing people over, teaching them in person, his content blew up just because enjoy he's actually enjoying it, right? Now, let's also look at Iman. Let's look at Iman. When you look at Iman, you can tell that Iman, in as much as he enjoys shooting videos that he just sits down to yap or talk, you can also tell that when he's shooting out his vlogs, when he's shooting his vlog videos, he's more relaxed and seems to enjoy it more than sitting down to shoot at home. And then like shooting down in his office to shoot. And then what did he end up doing? He mixed the both of them, right? He mixed them up. And just because he knows that he needs to be in his office, speak to the camera, that is what his audience are used to. So he has to keep giving them that. Now, most creators don't like the topic or video style, right? That they don't like the topic or the video style. That is the why most of the time, right? So any other why other than this, it's going to be I don't want to say this before I write it. Just because I'm going to piss a lot of people off. Or laziness. That's it. Laziness. Right? So it's either the topic is not what they want to push, the topic is not what you want to push, the video style is not something I'm comfortable doing. Maybe it's a vlog style and it's like, nah, I'm shy. I can't go out there to yap and all that. So please, let's just keep it indoors. But then this video idea can only thrive when it's done outdoor, right? And then they don't want to shoot it, right? They don't enjoy shooting it, or they're just lazy. If you cannot do this too, it means you're lazy, right? If you enjoy talking about it and you like the video style, but you still don't shoot, it means you're lazy. Or you still don't enjoy shooting, it means you're just lazy. Because shooting a video it's hectic. It's not easy. And that is why you need to go for a style and a topic that you genuinely want to talk about. If you don't, you will end up not liking the video. And if the creator does not like the video, it's going to be shit. Now, for laziness, I don't need to tell you how to solve that. Go and watch the million motivational speakers we have to help you overcome laziness. But yeah, I can't really tell you what to do if you're lazy. I'm sorry. But I don't believe that you would be lazy when you've already hit up to 20K followers or 10K followers. Just because 10K, 20K followers do not come as a luck. It's not a situation where you just come on YouTube and then you just stumble upon 10K followers. Nah, it's not luck, and you have to really, really put in the work. And lazy people, trust me, cannot do it. They can't even start. But yeah, a lot of lazy people can start, but they're gonna stop. Now, how do you solve these two things? Let's just align. Let's align these two things, right? align the video topic / down, right? So we'll just align. You just need to do what? Align the video topic and style to what you love doing, right? To the topic you love talking about and the style you love. So we'll just align these two, right? If it's laziness, get lost. I'm sorry, but just get lost. That's that, right? So I'm gonna try to move all of this just so I have a bit more space. All right, that is that. So we align the video style or get lost. It's also a solution. So yeah, so we align the topic, a video style, to what you love. You love / enjoy, right? But why doing this? It also has to stay consistent. I'm gonna add a note. Stay consistent with the offer. You also have to stay consistent with the offer, right? So that is it. Next, now this is the problem. This is the why you have this problem. This is the steps to take to solve the problem. So for this, you create time. For this, you ask yourself why you don't enjoy this, right? And then you would land in one of these two reasons, either the style or the topic or laziness. But I want to believe you'll be in these two categories. And then this is how you solve it. You align, and then for this, you delegate / remove. You set specific time in the week to shoot 4 hours worth of content every week. 4 hours worth of content every single week. It's that simple. If you cannot shoot 4 hours worth of content every week, you would never win organically. Just because other people are spending 10 hours, 12 hours shooting content every week. You don't expect to compete with people doing that, right? But when you start shooting 4 hours of content every week, after the first month, you are comfortable with 4 hours of content every week. You get to a point where your brain just gets fired up and you don't even know when you've gone on an 8-hour sprint in a day. But yeah, you need that. All right. Something came to my mind, which is probably someone might be asking, okay, how do you align the video topic to what you love and enjoy? Now, that is where a content manager comes in, right? Somebody that manages all your content and make your problems go away, which is exactly what I do for founders. Now, let's get down here. All right. I'm gonna arrange this properly. Perfect. Now, if you don't have a content manager, you need to get one, right? It's simple. You just need to get a content manager. Now, if you do have a content manager and then you still don't see results, it means that, right? I think this is a bit confusing. I said you do not have a content manager. The content manager needs, okay, like I was explaining it, so you should listen to me. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say no, there's no point changing. It's okay. Now, if you do not have a content manager, just get one. Now, if you do have a content manager, but you still don't get results, is probably they don't really understand you, what you sell, and all that. This is what you do. Create a context document. Now, I have this as a skill on Claude. Hell yeah, I can show you guys. I'm on a live stream, so I don't really mind. I'm gonna go show you guys. Probably when the video has been edited, I will take that up. So I released this video. I have the founder that shows how I helped a founder solve his content problems, right? So I'm gonna open up the skill and just show you guys. So this is the skill. Let me open the context. Yeah, okay. I think you'd have to download it. Okay, fuck it. There's no point. I'm gonna just pull up my notepad and show you guys. Note. I'm gonna pull up my notepad and show you guys the context stuff. Okay, give me a sec. I'm just gonna arrange this. Close that, close this, and stay here. Perfect. So let me show you guys. Now look at this. You need a context document that would tell, you know what? I'm gonna screenshot this and go back to Lucid. I'm gonna explain it over there. All right, perfect. Let's go back to full screen. So this is what you need: a context document. And this is what a context document looks like. You need to tell them who this is. You need to tell them who you sell to. You need to tell them the offer you're pushing for that quarter or that month or whatever. You need to tell them the proof they're allowed to use. You need to tell them the voice. You need to tell them what's already worked on this channel. You need to tell them the hard rules. The hard rules. The rules that you never want them to break. Never do this, never do that, never do that, never do that. Now, basically, like, you give this definitely to your content manager. So from there, he's going to feed this into Claude or feed it into any AI. And from that, he can be able to align every single video back to this. He can align it to the video style you love. He can align it to the video topic you love to talk about without all the back and forth. So basically, you solve your problems with a context document, which is this, right? Sounds good? Yeah. So you solve the problem of the manager not fully understanding you with a context document. This context document takes you like 30 minutes to 1 hour to put together, right? And when you put this together, you give it to your content manager. Now he knows who you are. He knows what you sell. He knows everything. He knows everything. He has all the context. And then this context document is like a living document, just because it gets updated when you offer change, when you want to push something different, when you want to say something new, or whatever. Like it changes at every point in time. So do well to always update it when you want to change something. Perfect. And then you've solved that. You've solved that. Now you do not listen to them. It's simple. Just trust them, right? Trust them, right? It's simple. Like when you don't listen to someone or you don't implement what they ask you to do, it means you don't trust them. Just trust them, right? How do you trust them now? How do you trust them? It's simple. Implement exactly what they laid out, right? I don't want to use, let me say he or she laid out. Two is ask why. Yeah, that's my alarm for 8:30. So ask why always. Now, they bring an idea to you. You ask them, why? Why is this? Why this idea? Why? And then they tell you, okay, this is why you need to implement this idea. It's because it is A, B, C, D. Right? It is A, B, C, D, and that is why I want to implement it. Now, if you don't feel comfortable about any of the reasons they gave you, you tell them, but this reason that you're giving me for implementing this, you push back a little, right? Always ask why and push back a little until you are convinced they know what they want, right? Now, if you ask them why, always, and then you push back a little until they explain to you, right, beyond all reasonable doubts, that this idea they are bringing to you is going to work out and it should work out because of all this data that we've collected, right? So just because these content managers are not uh, gods, neither do they see the future. So the only thing they can work off is by looking at data, looking at key data points and giving you reasons, right? So if you have data or proof to counter whatever they give you, of course, you should do it and show them a better data. And if you show them a better data, there is a problem it solves there. It solves the problem of them going wrong again. Just because they are going to start aligning every single thing going forward in accordance to the perfect data and what would actually work out. And the moment you do this, you can trust them, right? You can trust them. And then you do what? Implement what they laid out. Exactly. Implement exactly what they laid out. Exactly what they laid out. Right? Don't try to like come up with your own stuff. No. Just do what they asked you to do. and see what happens and see the results it brings. And when you do this the first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time, because at least you need 90 days to measure someone's expertise when it comes to organic content. You need at least. If you are implementing back to back, you need at least 30 days. But if you're implementing and you're maybe implementing like 50% or 70%, you need like 90 days to see results. That's that, right? Implement exactly what they laid out. And you would learn to trust them, and you all can live happily ever after. So that is the second thing, right? Now, the third thing is focusing on the wrong topic. This is quite an easy solve because you just need to focus on the right topic. Simple. Right? So if every single thing in these first two stages are done correctly, you won't even have this problem, right? If these two things are implemented correctly, you won't have this problem. So it's that simple. Because what makes you not to be so, what brings your lack of conviction to a video? It's because you don't trust the content manager bringing the ideas. And then when you ask why always and you push back, your conviction grows. You understand why they ask you to do that. And then when you see the data, you should be convinced, right? If you don't see data, it's okay that you're not convinced. But when you see the data, it means it shows you're convinced. So look at the data. At the data. This will help you be convinced about the video, right? Basically, stop chasing trends. So this is for you and your content manager. Simple. Stop chasing trends. So what should you chase? Chase alignment. Chase alignment and pain, right? Chase topics that are aligned to what you're selling, and chase topics that tackle specific pain of your audience or your prospects or people you want to sell to. That is what you should be chasing. I'm trying to check if I'm still live. Okay, perfect. I'm still live. So, this is quite a long video. But I'm gonna post this on YouTube because it's so good. So chase alignment and pain. When you chase alignment and pain, it hits your audience, because if it's not aligned with anybody, they won't click on the video. Now you might get low views. You might get 1K views, 2K views. Yes, it's okay. You might get low views, but you would not stop getting clients when you chase alignment and pain. Only chase trends when you feel like just having some numbers up, right? You want to see a lot of views. You want to just see views, right? Chase trends. It's okay. But if you're in the business niche and you're trying to sell a high ticket product, you need to chase alignment and pain. not threats. And if you are not convinced about the video, look at data, right? When you do these things, you are good, right? You solve this big problem of why you are not winning organically. So that is the answer to the question. Why you're not winning organically is because of all of this, and this is how you win. I'm gonna bring this down and say and call it the solution, right? So this is the pain, this is the why, this is the solution. And I think this is yeah. So that's it. So these are the solutions you should implement. If you need this doc, I'm going to link it down below. If you need this skill, so all you need to do is download it from the drive and put it on Claude or ChatGPT or whatever, and that's it. So once you implement all of this, you would start winning organically. Simple. And yeah, I hope you guys learned a thing or two from this live stream. And I'm gonna do something else. So that is me kind of like showing you guys how to win. But now I'm gonna do work. I want to work, and this is what I want to do. So I want to build a content structure. I want to build a content structure. I'm gonna say 24. A content structure for a client, for Search Guitar to be specific, right? Now, we have a structure. There's a content structure, but I'm kind of like trying to just refine it. I want to go from scratch. I don't want to look at what we have existing. I just want to go from scratch and do everything again. And yeah, so I can do it here on this live stream. And that's, I can do it. Yeah, I can do it on this live stream. So what is a content structure? Let me see, content team structure. Yeah, it's the team structure. That's what I want to build exactly. So we have internal and we have external, right? Internal, external. Internal is for us, for search. External is for the clients we serve. So some of the clients, sometimes we help them do basic edits, and we help them do some content related edits. By the way, I didn't tell you guys about the 2.5K. I have 2.5K in revenue. Closed a client, the one I talked about in the live stream back in I think live stream day 2, day 3, day 4, and day 5. So finally closed. It's a 2.5K deal every month. So yeah, we're going somewhere. So I have 2.5K in rev this month by day 6. So I can show you guys the where did I put it? I think I have the call recording. Let me see. So I can show you guys. I have the call recording. I should have it. But yeah, I can show you guys later. Now we have internal, we have external, right? And then we have internal editors, we have external editors. And then we have frequency for the internal, we have frequency for the external. Now, internal, we have main creator. Let me just say search, right? External, we have X amount of clients, X clients, right? So we have shoot days. There's a content. I don't think so. Or creator shoots. So that's not actually the flow. Something comes before this. Okay, perfect. Let's see. The ideation. So validation. How did I do that? I don't even know. Addition and validation. So we ideate, we validate. I do the ideation and then sit research and validate the ideas. And as soon as ideation and validation is done, we shoot on specific days, right? Now, there are like two stages to this. So I'm gonna just put them here. I'm gonna say video structure and assets. So video structure and assets pulled, and that was looking fine. And after we validated, we do video structure and assets, and then we do a little bit of scripting. Now, shooting guide. Okay. So we do a little bit of scripting, but we do shooting guide, right? That's the topics he has to touch on and stuff. So sometimes when we are doing like a screen share, we have to go on Lucid and build out the entire structure and assets. And then we do the scripting for the intro and then the shooting guide, which is also on Lucid, if it's a Lucid chat. Now let's continue. So we shoot the video, and then what happens next? editor X assigned. Now there are like there's just like a step to this, which is videographer comes over. Comes over for the shoot. Right? Videographer comes over for the shoot. And then we have editor X assigned to the video. Editor X, now usually on our shoot days we shoot like 2-3 videos in a row, so we have 3 different editors. Video 2, so this will be video 1. So basically 2 editors working in parallel after the shoot day, specific shoot day. Right? After the shoot day, we have 2 editors working simultaneously on 2 video assets. And then at the same time, I'm gonna put this in on the same line. Yeah. So packaging, right? Packaging is simply the title and thumbnail for the video. Title and thumbnail for the video. All right. Then this is step 3. Designer starts working on it. Now, I'm gonna try to clarify something with some text around here. So let's say this is day 1. Day 1, right? I'm gonna make this big, 24. I'm gonna make it bold. Perfect. So day 1, this is day 2. This is still day 2, right? Then this is day 3, right? So videos are assigned. Like usually this is okay. Let me not say start. You know what? This is also day 2, but it's just that let me see. Okay, let me just put it this way. It's okay. This is day 2. I'm gonna turn this guy over here. This is day 2, right? Day 3 would be thumbnail slash thumbnail and title, thumbnail ready. Day 3, right? And then for these guys, first draft. first draft. So my editors are really fast. So basically, I always give them some bonus when they submit videos within 24 to 36 hours. So this first draft contains, I'm gonna put a sticker. Let me put a sticker thing just to put in what this first draft actually is. All cuts done. Storyboard. Done. Music choice. Done. So I'm gonna zoom this in so you guys see. Music choice is done. SFX done. Right? So all of these are done, but not yet implemented into the video. Right? So the video is gonna come as a raw cut, but as I'm looking through it, I'm seeing what the editor wants to put, what, where, and how he wants to put it, and why he wants to put it. And then I make changes to the storyboard. Or I say, oh, I don't like this music choice. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Day 3. Day 4. Now, we have first thumbnail ready. Now, day 4, final review. Final review. Right? There's something I didn't add, but I'm gonna add it. Day 4, final review, final review. Usually at day 4, usually, bro, how do you guys spell it? Usually, videos are ready to go out. Right? So as you can see, this is first day, video was assigned. Second day, video is sent. Third day, final review. Win editors. Now, all I just need to do here is come up with variations. Variations to test, of course. So I'm going to say thumbnail 1 ready. All thumbnail variations are ready. Right? All thumbnail variations are ready. In day 4. And then videos 2 are ready to go. That is that. Now, what I forgot to add was this. Right. Perfect. What I forgot to add is this. At day 2, clipping editors. Assigned also. So by day 2, clips are ready, right? Clips are like ready. Editing is done, everything. Usually, if the video is so long, okay, I'm just gonna say 6 clips are ready. 6 clips are ready, minimum. But if we don't get like up to 6 clips from the video, any amount of clips basically are ready, but maximum 6 in 24 hours. Now, as soon as those are ready, this is still day 4. We choose which video to post and schedule the other video. Publish. So publish. And then for the clips, we also do what? Publish. Promote. Now, publish and schedule. Now, once we publish and schedule, we start the cycle again, and then I assign videos to editors. Now, we have a 2 days window after we've published. So this is the entire flow. Right? This is the entire flow. So day 1, video structure, ideation, scripting, shooting guide is done. Day 2, videographer comes over, we shoot the video, upload them that same day. Day 2, editors get assigned, everybody knows what they are supposed to be doing. Day 3, we start getting drafts of the videos, and also thumbnails are ready. Day 4, final review, and videos are ready to go out. Day 4, we publish. Now, we publish only one video, right? One video. And then we have another video which is scheduled. Sorry, I'm gonna put that back. I'm gonna take it like this. Come here. I see. Scheduled video goes live. In 2 days. So one video goes live that day, the scheduled one goes live in 2 days. Now we have 2 days, right? And if you remember, the editors work from day 2, day 3, and day 4, we have a final video. Now we have 2 days for the next video, which is already done, to go live, which means we have like 4 days to spin this whole wheel again. And then, if you remember, from the shooting day, we have from the shooting day, we have this day. We have day 3, day 4, that's 2 days. And then we have 2 days, which is 4 days. Basically, we have like 2 days for the creator to rest. And then when we post that video, we have like 4 days, just because on shooting days, we shoot up to 3 videos, right? I'm gonna put it here. 3 videos shot, right? Sometimes it's even 4, so 3 to 4 videos shot. So we have, worst case scenario, we have 3 videos, right? And then the editors are already cooking up the video right from day 4. They get reassigned to one of the editors. Let's say 2 videos, right? Because we spent 4 hours shooting. We have 2 more videos in the pipeline. Okay, I'm not gonna try to drag this on. It's 4 videos shot. We have 4 videos shot. Now 2 editors are done with this in day 4. Now this structure I'm showing you guys, like, it's a structure. Let's say we don't have anything in the backlog. We're starting today. So that is how you guys should see it. All right. So publish and schedule. Now, videos get reassigned on day 4. You know what? I'm not gonna have to take this. All right. Delete it. Bring this. Put it here. Go back. Good. Now take this. Bring it here. Good. So in day 4, another activity goes on, which is editor X assigned to video 3. And editor X gets assigned to video 4, right? Perfect, right? So then we start the wheel all over again. But I'm gonna just run this whole flow from one shooting day, so you guys will see what I'm talking about. Okay, publish shots. Oops. To promote video, right? Sorry guys, let me check the live stream, just be sure I'm still live. Okay, perfect. I'm still live streaming. All right. So, video 3, video 4 has started the flywheel again, and then we come back to this level, right? And then the same thing happens again. So I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Feed it back to this. And I'm gonna feed it back to this. Right? So I'm just trying to think of the connection, if it makes sense. Because it's feeding back to just this. Yeah, okay, perfect. It works. So, right? Yeah. So, and then we start the cycle again. Start the cycle again. uh Clippers on a normal day, Clippers get all the 4 videos and they are really fast because they're up to like 3 to 4 in the team. All of them get different raw footage, separate raw footage, and all of them like come out with this result this day. So all the clipping videos are ready. And then the slow wheel is just for the long form editors. So now we publish that and then we assign video 3, video 4, right? I think that sums it. Does it? Are you missing anything? One ready, auto variations ready. Da, 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 da. Okay. Yeah, okay, designer starts working on okay, this is for video 1 and 2. On 2. Right? So we go from here back to here. I think there is a little bit of a disconnect around here. Let me see. I'm gonna delete this line. I'm gonna connect it to this. Perfect. Yeah, this works now. So title and thumbnail, designer starts working on it. Come up with variations. This is this. Yeah, perfect. This works. So I'm gonna take all of this. Ctrl C. Oh, what? Let me take it this way. So, and then you can say this goes back into this, right? So we have, like, look at the entire flow now. We have, after this video is published and scheduled, remember I've scheduled 2 videos, then this video starts going into the same cycle again, which is when this video start going to the same cycle, this is going to be day 5, this is going to be day 6, and this is going to be day 7, right? We publish and schedule again. Now, when we publish and schedule, we have 2 days into the week, which means that the creator has like 7 days free window to rest and get ready for the next batch recording of 4 videos, right? And don't forget, all of these videos, 6 clips per video. So 6 clips per video, 4 videos, that's 6 times 4. And 6 times 4 is 24, which means we are getting 24 clips every single week. 24 short form clips. Now, sometimes during our shooting times, we usually shoot shorts, but I'm not going to add that. So this is a very minimalistic structure that I want to start making everybody implement this. Like, if you have a client who is very busy, go implement this entire structure for them. And trust me, they'll be happy with you. Just because you're producing 24 short form clips every single week, every 7 days, and you're publishing probably 12, which means you're supporting every every sometimes the long forms usually get up, you can get up to like 10 clips from one long form. So this is me being conservative with the numbers, right? I don't want to over exaggerate these numbers, but basically that's it. So the creator rest. Okay, I'm gonna just put the days out here, right? So that's the 3. So I'm gonna put it out here. I'm gonna say day 5. Because I don't want to do too many boxes, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. So this is day 5. Day 6. Day 6. And then the cycle keeps repeating, right? I'm just gonna, let's say day 7. Right? Just because when editors finish this, it's usually like a bit late, and maybe they want to just rest for the rest of the day and then start work the next day, which is day 5. And then once they start work at day 5, they come up with the first draft that same day before close of business. And day 6, I'm looking at the final review, and day 7, and I'm publishing. All right. So I'm scheduling and publishing. So I'm gonna just turn all of these colors to, let's see, green, red, whatever. You can help me choose. Blue. No, I don't like blue. I don't like blue, by the way. Yeah, okay, I think this works. So this is the second iteration. Basically, like, I don't need to put anything. It's all good. Just gonna make it a bit cleaner. All right. So I think these guys should point to this. Yeah. Just so it's more understandable. Perfect. Perfect. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. Day 4, day 4. All right. So this is the entire flow. And of course, this is also working, we'll be going in parallel, right? The thumbnail and stuff, they'll all be going in parallel with all of this, right? Starting from day 5. So I'm basically thumbnail 1 ready for video 1 and 2. Yeah, perfect. So yeah. So here would be for video 3 and 4, right? And this will be on, this will be day 5, right? So I'm gonna just, don't worry, I'm gonna copy, I'm gonna take this. Let's see. Day 5. Day 6. Perfect. Right? Yeah. 5 and day 6. So day 7, scheduling and publishing happens. Right? So this is the structure. This is the full structure of internal. Let's go external. I'm gonna use a different color for that. Let me use black. Perfect. External is quite easy. Content theme structure. Although this is ops actually. This is more of ops than normal structure. So I'm gonna just so that these are 3 editors. 3. Yeah. So that's that. No, fuck it. I'm gonna say just gonna leave the editors for because I have up to like 20 editors. I'm not gonna lie. So 4 editors. For this, so now we have editor 1. I don't even know why I used X in the first place. Editor 1, editor 2 is editor 1, editor 2. Perfect. So that is that for that. I'm gonna check the live stream, make sure I'm still rolling. Yeah, okay, so guys, it's been 1 hour 32 minutes. Crazy stuff. Okay. That's that. So for external, we have X client. Now, usually we don't really help. We help our clients with just scripts. So we do scripting, research slash and scripting. Just research and scripting. And then the video guidance. Or let me just say shoot guidance. Yeah, shoot guidance. Just because we don't have the videographer over there with them. So however they want to do it, they can do it. So we give them the guide on how to shoot the video. And as soon as that is done, we edit it. Assign editors. Right? We assign editors. And first drafts. First drafts. And final review. So the first draft here also comes with all of this. All right, final review. And then we do, most of the times after the first draft, that's when I work on title and thumbnail. That's when I work on title and thumbnail. Yeah, that just reminds me I need to work on this client's thumbnail. I'm just gonna note it down on my note. Right, that's done. So now work on title and thumbnail. First drafts, same day. I work on title, thumbnail, final review, and then publish. So it's a straightforward thing, to be honest. So it depends on the package or whatever the client is paying for. We can do clips, we can do shorts and all that, but basically this is the basic structure of the process, right? So okay, you know what? I'm just gonna put in the path for I'm gonna put in the path for what's the name, bro? For the shorts slash ads. Shorts and ads. Okay, I think let me see. I'm gonna take this down. Let me see. Just trying to get the best structure for this. Gonna remove this. Gonna put it up later. So X clients, there is videos. So this belongs to the videos. This flow belongs to videos. Right? This flow belongs to videos. Why this belongs to the next thing. So this belongs to this belongs to shorts. I'm not going to say reels and ads. It's reels and ads. So scripting also done by us fully. Scripting and research done by us. We also give shoot guidance for this. Guidance. And then when that is done, assign editors, but this is a bit different, right? Assign editors. No, it's just a straight flow actually. Assign editors. Oh, okay. I missed out on something which is around here. So I'm gonna take this down a bit. So the client shoots it, and then we assign editors. Same thing goes here. I'm just gonna take all of this. We'll say so. Okay, that works. So short ads. Client shoots it. We assign editors. First drafts comes out. Final review. Publish. So that's it. Sometimes for this shots, the client does not need to shoot, right? So we have like a different workflow for that. I'm gonna show you guys. So take this aside, and then let's see. Okay, this goes into scripting. This goes into scripting alone. So I'm gonna put it from here. I want it to be a bit clean. All right, perfect. Works. So 11 labs, right? 11 labs, because sometimes these are faceless videos, right? So for the faceless videos, we go to 11 labs, generate the voice. You know what? I'm not gonna put it in that box. Voice generation. And then assign editors. First draft is out. Final review, publish. Yeah. So that's basically the workflow. So you see, for clients, it's not so complex, but internally, it's a bit complex. And this is for YouTube only.